So Young Thug's been tweeting again, and just yesterday he sent out a tweet calling Gunna a rat. Well, we don't really know if it's Gunna or any of the other YSO defendants, but it's most probably Gunna. But what people fail to realize that Young Thug could be referring to Duke or Yak or even his own brother. So we really don't know, but I'll just run with what the internet's saying right now. So people are split right now. People don't know whether Young Thug is mad at Gunna or is just pressed or is he a marketing genius? And we just want to talk about it real quick. So these tweets blew up instantly and blogs picked him up quickly. Twitter went crazy, but here's the question. Is Young Thug serious or is he just rage baiting? Because this isn't new for Thug. Remember in 2015 when he wore the old dress on the Jeffrey cover and people clowned him, calling him weird, said he was ruining hip hop. But guess what? He didn't just survive the hate, he flipped it and turned it into attention, into streams, into cultural relevance. That's what makes Thug different. He uses hate like fuel. Same thing happened with Lil Wayne's situation. He was beefing with a literal icon. Fans were pissed. People thought it would be the end of his career, but it didn't. Thug moved through the storm, dropped heat, and still stayed at the top. The man's always had the odds against him every time he turns controversy into currency. And man, I just have to say, like, Young Thug was a genius at that time. Like, for him to survive something like that, that was just crazy. Because a lot of people tend to think that Young Thug doesn't realize that fans don't care about the whole snitching and ratting and all that. But the truth is, Young Thug really doesn't care. Because if we look at Young Thug's history, Young Thug's been hated on for a lot of things, like, and for a really long time. So the last thing he cares about is some comments that some fans are saying, calling him washed or that they don't care about the rats and all that. But honestly, Young Thug Young Thug can say what he wants to say. Like, he's the only one that's been in that situation. He's the one that's been in jail for 3 years. So he's allowed to feel some type of way, some type of betrayal, because that's what he went through. None of us could ever know what Young Thug went through. None of us know what happened to Thug in there, and none of us know how he's feeling. So we can't really put him down for saying all this crazy stuff on Twitter. I mean, at some point it gets kind of corny, but like, I mean, come on. That's Young Thug. That's how he feels, and that's just how he is expressing it. Which also makes me think that maybe this might be rage bait or promotion for his music to keep him relevant. I honestly think that this whole thing is about promo and just rage baiting, honestly, and it's working. Because I don't think it's about beef. Might be about business, but honestly, Young Thug's new album UYSCUTI is coming soon, and what better way to spark interest than controversy, which is something that Young Thug's been good at for years. Because let's be honest, this is keeping his name relevant, keeping the fans guessing, keeping the fans intrigued, and keeping the spotlight on YSL. This could be a strategic rollout and not just some random beef or like in his feelings or anything like that. Because this is something that Young Thug is known for. Like, Young Thug's been doing this for years, and I don't know why people keep forgetting that. Like, Young Thug is like good at this rage. He was doing rage bait before these kids started doing it on TikTok. Let's be honest. Like, we all know about the dress thing. That was baiting at its finest. But then let's not forget that Young Thug is more than just a troll or a trend. He's one of the most influential artists of this generation. He uses his voice like an instrument, bending melodies, switching flows, creating sounds that nobody else can. So that's why you have artists like Lil Baby, Gunna, Kid, Got It, Playboy Carti, and they all carry that Thug DNA. Even artists like Uzi and Travis have traces of that Thug influence. So, well, people are calling him corny, while fans are debating whether he's losing it or still that guy. I think Thug knows exactly what he's doing, and he's been hated on before, and he's still standing. So I wouldn't be surprised if UI Scooty drops and becomes one of the most talked about albums of the year, honestly. Young Thug is a genius, a chaotic, unpredictable, gender bending, genre bending genius. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think he's trolling, promoting, or actually serious about Ghana? Honestly, I feel like this is just promotion. But anyways, you can leave your thoughts down below.